Da.
I'm so sorry.
You want action?
I just need to take this.
I'm gonna leave this in the video.
Really?
Okay, so I get that it's Sunday, and I was having just a fantastic day off. But then I noticed that Cyberpunk had released a new trailer. And as someone who's quite interested in Cyberpunk, I just had to take a look. Hey, what's up guys, my name is Cherno. Welcome back to another one of these kind of game engine developer reacts to whatever we have here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Cyberpunk trailer, something that I just really want to watch as soon as possible. I think it's definitely one of the most anticipated games that's supposed to be coming out later this year, and I say supposed to be because they've already delayed it once, so who knows what's going to happen with the world this year. One thing that was particularly interesting to me actually when looking at this was that obviously it's coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC. November 19th this year. So this is not like a next gen game. When I first saw this trailer pop up in my feed, I thought that, oh, well, like maybe they've got like some PS5 gameplay or something like that. But no, this seems to still be kind of last gen. I mean, I'm sure the PC gameplay is probably going to look amazing. But anyway, it'll be interesting to like look at this and compare it essentially to what's possible with last gen, because we've just finished watching like the Ratchet and Clank kind of next gen stuff. So let's take a look at what we've got.
Love this town, the city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
City like any other, just bigger.
I have no idea what device this is actually running on, and it's also a little bit difficult to see if anything's pre-rendered or not. These first frames look amazing. I love this, like this setting. It really takes me back to like walking through the streets of Tokyo at night. Like it's really cool.
I love this town, the city of
You'll notice as well that there's a lot of neon lights going around, and because there's so much lighting, that immediately just already elevates like the quality or the perceived quality, I'll say, of the actual frame. A lot of these lights aren't even casting shadows really. They don't need to. The fact that the ambience just is so well lit, and you can see that the air looks like it's being affected by the light. So that's obviously implying some kind of dust particles or something like that. None of that actually even has to be present there inside the game, inside the engine. But the fact that they're kind of using this bloom and using all of these lights everywhere, that just goes a long way.
endless opportunity. Ready to
This rain, I mean, if I have to criticize it a little bit, I don't really like the way the rain looks. I mean, and just all these cars driving down here as well. It says in-game footage, so I'm sure this isn't like a pre-rendered cutscene or anything like that. But in general, the way that the game is, I mean, I don't want to be harsh because I'm very much looking forward to this game, but it reminds me a little bit of like GTA 3, and I'm sorry, or something like Vice City. Just the way that these kind of roads are with these cars driving. Of course, as we get closer in, it'll probably look a little bit better, but at the moment, just my first initial thoughts are, this kind of looks like Vice City.
get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
City like
Those scenes are amazing. Let's go back a little bit. This scene, I love this scene. You know, like, look, there's so much going on here. There's so much environmental detail. That's really cool. I can't wait to explore this world.
any other, just bigger.
Nah, mano, not just any other city.
Sorry for stopping so much. There'll be a link in the description to the original trailer. If you guys haven't watched that first and maybe come back and watch this, because I am going to like analyze this pretty thoroughly.
Nah, mano.
I love how much detail there is in all of these streets. Like, that to me is so cool. Like, just, you know, driving through and seeing so many signs that you can look at, that you can check out. Stuff's coming soon. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe even integrate some real world ads into this, but it's so cool.
Any other city. Legends are born here.
The major leagues. We're only here because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you could do damn near anything. You could do damn.
Those are some shiny bodies. I guess they're like completely robots.
Near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V. A pleasure.
So what's the gate?
This is cool. It kind of gives me a GTA 5 vibe.
Dex, you meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Jobs to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a court.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me?
Of course, you guys know I noticed the reflection. Look at that. That's looking nice. It's also worth noting that it's like, you know, this reflection is off screen. So of course it's not screen space reflections. I don't know what this is running on. If it's, they didn't say what this was running on. So I don't know if it's on PC. If it's on PC, then I expect there to be like ray traced reflections and all of that stuff. If it's on a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, then well, no. But at this rate, like it's really hard to tell what they're doing for that specifically.
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ting, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
He's lead, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof. Get your ass moving now!
What the f just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep! Hi! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so
Dix! What the
Can't risk it, V.
And you? Who are you?
Of course, Keanu's here. Plays great also on Xbox Series X and PS5. So is that like some kind of like just backwards compatibility thing? Are they actually making a version that runs on those consoles? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's like moi or like what on earth is going on over here. That looks like it's very not well filtered though. Going back a little bit as well, this kind of table here seems to have quite a lot of reflections going on. You can see it's very hard to tell some of these things if they're just like specular highlights, but like this specifically is a reflection. So that's really cool.
no.
I'm not sure how dynamic it is. If it's dynamic, then it's probably looking like there is some ray tracing going on.
No
I thought it's very
bodies,
difficult
not a
to
one.
actually say. Okay, so that's the trailer. Oh, what do I say about this? The first thing I want to say is I think that looking at all of this next-gen stuff maybe has spoiled me a little bit. Overall, I think it's a great looking game. There's nothing that I can pinpoint as being not good. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like I'm almost a little bit disappointed. The story is very interesting and the environment, like the setting that this is taking place in is also really, really cool. And I mean, I absolutely still cannot wait to play this game. But having to look at it as like a game engine developer, and specifically, I guess, looking at all of the graphics in this game, I think the best thing that they've done here is the environment. Like the detail of the environment is really, it's just really dense. There's so much stuff going on. As a result of that, I think, and the fact that they are still having to develop this for the last generation of consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I can feel that the assets that they're using are kind of lower quality. Now, keep in mind that I have been looking at like next-gen stuff and Unreal Engine 5 and all of that stuff, so I've probably already transitioned into the next gen of assets, but a lot of these textures that I saw weren't the highest resolution. There's kind of an overall softness that I'm kind of perceiving here in what I'm seeing. Like the textures don't seem like they're awfully sharp or an awfully high resolution. Same goes for the models. But I think the upside to that is the amount of stuff that's going on in the frame. I think that's very impressive. The environments are very dense. They feel quite full. It doesn't look like they've just got like some road and some buildings, but they're really, really high quality models. It looks like they've just got so much actual content, so much stuff going on in each scene, in each frame, that maybe because of that, they couldn't really push the individual assets to be like kind of, you know, the center of attention with very high quality. And that by far is the coolest thing that I'm seeing here, is just being able to explore these environments. I don't know how open world or how kind of sandboxy this game is if it's going to be like The Witcher, then great. But ultimately, those environments make me, for sure, the most excited. It's really interesting to take a look at what isn't an next-gen game, because it feels to me completely different. And that in itself, I think, is a cool reminder of just how much better next gen is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. What did you guys think of this trailer? Was it Are you even more hyped than you were? Are you kind of a little bit disappointed? Do you see where I'm coming from, or do you just completely disagree with me? Leave a comment below. I've got a few other things lined up that I want to take a look at, such as the new Horizon game, but if you guys want to see me cover something specific, then please don't forget to leave a comment below and I'll take a look at it. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Goodbye.